Welcome to the Prepper Almanac, your go-to channel for survival skills, bushcraft, and prepper discussions. We're glad you could join us today as we delve into a topic that's both fascinating and essential. Over 300 bushcraft survival skills to learn using everyday items. We'll be exploring the versatility of common items you probably have lying around your house and how they can be utilized in survival situations. Expect to learn about the unexpected uses of many of the items to come. We guarantee that by the end of this video, you'll look at these items in a whole new light. And if you find value in today's video, please smash that like button and consider subscribing to our channel. We'd truly appreciate your support. And don't forget to watch the video to the end and share your thoughts with us in the comment section below. We love hearing from the community. There's a lot to cover today, so grab a pen and paper and get ready to take some notes. But don't worry if you miss anything. We've put chapters in the description below, so you can easily revisit any section you'd like after finishing the video. Ready? Let's dive in. Alcohol, a seemingly simple substance, can become an indispensable tool in a survival situation. Firstly, it's a powerful disinfectant. Pour it on wounds to kill bacteria and prevent infections in an emergency situation. It's also excellent for sterilizing medical equipment. Just immerse the tools in alcohol and voila, you've got a sterile setup. It's equally effective for disinfecting surfaces, ensuring your living area remains germ-free. Then there's its role in fire starting. Soaked cotton balls in alcohol can act as excellent fire starters. They burn steadily, giving you ample time to feed the fire. Have you ever thought about cooking an egg with alcohol? Well, it's possible. A small alcohol-fueled stove can get hot enough to cook an egg. Cleaning guns with alcohol can also be helpful in a survival situation. It's a great solvent, breaking down the grime and oil that can accumulate in a firearm. Alcohol can even soothe mouth pain and clean teeth. Swishing it around in your mouth can numb oral discomfort and kill harmful bacteria, keeping your oral hygiene in check when dental care may be non-existent during a societal collapse. In a pinch, alcohol can fuel a lamp or a stove. It burns clean and bright, providing light and heat when needed. Skin irritations like poison ivy and bug bites can be relieved with alcohol. Since you might need this type of help after foraging for plants in a forest, it soothes the skin and reduces itching. It can also repel bugs, keeping those pesky insects at bay. Garden overrun with weeds? Alcohol can kill them. It dehydrates the plant, causing them to wither and die. Watch out for your survival plants, though. We need to keep those. It's also effective against mold, killing spores and preventing growth. Surprisingly, alcohol can suppress a cough, treat a cold, and even be used for barter. It's a valuable commodity in times of scarcity, making it a worthwhile trade item. It's equally effective in eliminating fungus, helping you maintain a clean and healthy living environment. To summarize, alcohol is a versatile survival tool. It's a disinfectant, deodorizer, fire starter, cooking aid, cleaning agent, pain reliever, fuel source, and so much more. So the next time you think about alcohol, remember its potential in a survival situation. Drinking straws, which some nanny states are trying to outlaw, are often seen as a casual accessory for enjoying your preferred beverage, can surprisingly morph into an unexpected survival apparatus. The straw, ranging in sizes from slender to broad milkshake straws, can be creatively repurposed into an array of essential survival items. You might need to use a bit of trial and error to discover the optimal size to suit your requirements. Tiny straw fragments can be safely tucked away in an empty Altoids tin to prevent misplacement. The process to seal a straw is fairly straightforward. Simply pinch the end using needle nose pliers and melt the tip using a lighter, thereby forming waterproof seal. Ensure that every straw container you craft is clearly labeled to prevent mix-ups. One of the key survival applications of a straw is as a fire igniter. By stuffing a milkshake straw with a Vaseline-smeared cotton ball and sealing it, you have a ready-to-use fire starter. Light the straw when required, and it will burn steadily. Straws can also function as a compact match holder by sliding several waterproof matches along with the striker from the matchbox into a flattened straw. Trim off any extra straw material, and voila, you have a convenient match holder that maximizes space. Regular medication takers can utilize straws as a portable medicine holder. Simply seal a straw's end, fill it with your day's medication, and seal the other end, turning it into a compact, waterproof pill container. You can even transform a straw into a mini fishing kit by attaching a fishing line and sinker to a hook, coiling the fishing line into an oval shape atop the hook, and carefully inserting the hook and line into a straw. You create a basic fishing setup. Ensure to leave enough room when sealing the ends to avoid severing the fishing line when opening the straw. Additionally, straws can be used to protect ammunition in a bug-out situation. Store them dry and safe inside a sealed straw. You can also make single-serve uses of first aid creams, hydrocortisone cream or Vaseline along with small containers of baby oil, sunblock, Vicine or contact lens solution. Another crucial use is as a water purification system. Store water purification tablets inside a sealed straw to keep them dry. Straws can also be used as storage tubes for safety pins to avoid them getting lost or causing damage. As a cherry pitter, straws can help in removing cherry pits. If you need to transport a few drops of water or medicine, straws can be used as medicine droppers by creating a vacuum. And if your plastic bag's zipper wears out, create a new one using a straw by making a slit and sliding it over the open end of the bag. So, never overlook the potential of a drinking straw. It's not just a drinking accessory, it's a multi-purpose survival tool with many survival uses. In survival scenarios, it's the most unexpected items, like the unassuming drinking straw, that turn out to be the most practical. Just like alcohol, aluminum foil, a common item found in most kitchens, can be a game changer in a survival situation. Its versatile uses can make your survival journey a little less arduous. Imagine you need to grow seedlings, but the sunlight is not enough. With aluminum foil, you can reflect sunlight onto your seedlings, ensuring they get the necessary photosynthesis for growth. It can also be used to grow plants by increasing their exposure to sunlight. Aluminum foil can be your guardian against pests and birds, keeping them away from your gardens and fruit trees. A few strips hanging from branches can deter these unwanted creatures. Protecting your garden crops in a survival situation will be very important. Ever had loose batteries in old flashlights and radios? A bit of aluminum foil can fix that, ensuring your devices work when you need them the most. In a world where electronics can be easily damaged by electromagnetic pulses, aluminum foil can be used to create a homemade Faraday cage, protecting your essential electronics. It can also be a fisherman's best friend. Wrapping a fish hook with aluminum foil can make it more attractive to fish, increasing your chances of a good catch. Moreover, aluminum foil is excellent for starting a fire. It won't burn, but will reflect heat, helping ignite your tinder. Aluminum foil can protect your hands when handling hot objects, be used for frying food, keep things dry, and block wind when you're trying to start a fire. It's also a great tool for creating a solar oven, collecting rainwater, boiling water, and making a funnel. These applications can be crucial in a survival situation. Need a signal boost? Aluminum foil can enhance antenna signals, ensuring you stay connected. It can also be used for signaling for help by reflecting sunlight and even sharpening scissors. So don't underestimate the power of aluminum foil. It's not just for wrapping leftovers, it's a survival tool, and it can be picked up in bulk at your local dollar store. Ammo cans, while seemingly simple, can be a prepper's best friend in a survival situation. Their sturdy, weatherproof design makes them ideal for a variety of uses. Let's dive into how these unassuming boxes can be your survival tool. Starting with fortification, fill them with dirt or sand and use them to fortify your shelter. They can be a safe cache for your ammunition, storing pistols, and even spare gun parts. But that's not all. They can also be used as an animal trap or to store first aid kits, making them a crucial part of your 72-hour bug-out kit. Need to wash clothes? An ammo can be your makeshift washing machine. They can also be used as a Faraday cage, just like aluminum foil, to protect your electronics from electromagnetic pulses. In the realm of gardening, ammo cans can serve as planters or storage for seeds. When it comes to food, these cans can store it, keep it cool, and even help heat water for cooking or sterilization. They can also be used to gather water, store spare car batteries and jumper cables, ham radio and equipment, and small items like nails and screws. In a survival situation, fire is key. Ammo cans can store your kindling, tinder, and matches, and even house an emergency fishing kit and tackle box. They are perfect for storing grease, oil, lubrication, and other liquids, as well as rain gear and waterproof documents. Need a safe place for your precious metals and coins? An ammo can has you covered. It can also be used as a toilet paper container, store emergency cooking supplies, and even work as a stool or workbench support. In the event of a hazardous situation, it can serve as a hazmat waste container, store bug-in preps in your dwelling, and keep an emergency repair kit, paracord, hammer, zip ties, superglue, patches, etc. If you're injured, it can be used as a leg support. It can also store batteries, butane and propane canisters, and lighter fluid. So the next time you see an ammo can, remember its potential in a survival situation. It's not just a container, it's a lifesaver. Bandanas, while seemingly simple, can be a prepper's best friend in a survival situation. Their lightweight, multifunctional design makes them ideal for a plethora of uses. Let's unpack how this fashionable piece can be your survival tool. Use a bandana as a wind or dust mask, a neckband to keep cool, an insect whisk, or for sun protection. It can also double as a backpacking strainer for pasta. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. A bandana can be used for pre-filtering water, gathering wild blueberries, marking territory, tying extra stuff to a backpack, and even as a trail marker. You can twist it into a rope, use it for emergency repair of a pack strap, dry your feet after fording a stream, check wind direction, or use it as an all-terrain sitting cloth. In critical situations, a bandana can be used to send smoke signals, distract a charging animal, or be worn as a scarf, headband, belt, earmuffs, patch, and even a slingshot. It can also work as a net to gather minnows for bait, a placemat or tablecloth, a tool to open a stuck jar, a cover for exposed food, and a way to keep biscuits or pancakes from going stale. A bandana can also come in handy for polishing fruit, muffling a sneeze or covering a cough, muzzling a dog, swatting flies, repairing a garden hose, or even replacing a gas cap. In the event of an injury, a bandana can be used as a sling for an injured arm. Secure a splint on a broken arm or leg, wrap a sprained ankle or wrist, or serve as an ice pack. So the next time you see a bandana, remember its potential in a survival situation. It's not just a fashion accessory, it's a lifesaver. A baseball cap, often seen as a simple accessory, can play a vital role in your survival toolkit. Its utility in survival situations is remarkably varied, thanks to its robust fabric and distinctive shape. Let's discuss further the myriad ways a baseball cap can aid you when you find yourself in a precarious survival situation. Water filter. Although it may seem unlikely, the fabric of a baseball cap can be transformed into a highly effective pre-filter for water in survival situations. It can serve to remove large debris, sediment, and potential contaminants from the water before you proceed with further disinfection methods. This can be particularly useful when you're stranded in an environment with unclean water sources. Field expedient dressing. In the unfortunate event of a severe injury such as a profusely bleeding laceration or a deep wound, a baseball cap can serve as an immediate dressing to control bleeding. The thick fabric can absorb blood and apply pressure to the wound, preventing further blood loss until proper medical help can be obtained. Signal flag. In the vast, wild expanse of the wilderness or the open sea, visibility can be a challenge. Here, your vibrantly colored baseball cap can serve as a signal flag. By hoisting it high above your makeshift shelter, it can attract attention from afar and greatly aid in rescue efforts. Temperature regulator. It's amazing how this simple cap can be used as an insulator. During the chilling cold, stuffing it with leaves can help keep your head and ears warm. Conversely, in scorching heat, drench it in cold water and wear it to help cool your body. The cap's dual thermal properties can be a lifesaver when tackling extreme weather conditions. Gear storage. With a bit of creativity, your baseball cap can be transformed into a makeshift pouch. It can be used to store essential survival items like a knife, compass, fire starter, or even a flashlight. This can help keep your hands free while ensuring that your tools are always within reach. Container. The cap's concave shape makes it an excellent container for gathering berries, nuts, tinder, or other nature's bounty when foraging. It can be surprisingly spacious and sturdy, allowing you to carry substantial amounts of food or fire-making materials. Cool compress. In case of bites, sprains, or strains, fill your cap with ice or snow and apply it to the affected area. It can serve as an improvised cooling compress, providing a soothing and numbing effect, thereby reducing swelling and pain. Fire starter. In dire situations, the cotton fabric of your cap can serve as an emergency fire starter. This should be a last resort, but it could mean the difference between life and death. Keep in mind, survival is all about making the absolute most out of whatever resources are available to you. When you next put on your favorite baseball cap, take a moment to consider its incredible potential as a survival tool. Now let's discuss the multifaceted applications of an ordinary household item, bleach. As common as it might seem, bleach holds a variety of uses beyond just laundry and cleaning. You might be surprised by the various ways this seemingly mundane household item can be transformed into a crucial survival tool under the right circumstances. First and foremost, one of the primary uses of bleach is in water purification. In situations where boiling water might not be an option, bleach can serve as an ally to purify drinking water. For instance, if you are stranded in a location without access to purified water, you can render a gallon of water safe to drink by adding a quarter teaspoon of bleach. Following that, give the container a robust shake and let it rest for about 20 minutes. The key indicator to look for is a faint smell of bleach in the water. If you can detect this smell, your solution is potent enough to eliminate the harmful germs that could potentially harm your health. The second application of bleach comes in handy post-disaster for cleaning fresh produce. Fruits and vegetables might be contaminated with dangerous bacteria in the aftermath of a disaster. By utilizing a dilute bleach solution to wash them, you can effectively sanitize them, making them safe to consume. But remember, it's essential to peel the fruits after sanitation to prevent the transfer of bacteria from the fruit skin with the peeling knife. Next, we have the cutting tools. Especially relevant when handling raw meat, sterilizing your tools is paramount. The presence of raw meat on cutting boards, meat cleavers, and knives can lead to a plethora of foodborne diseases. The solution? Scrubbing these tools with bleach to lower the risk of contamination. This practical use of bleach can ensure that your food preparation is as clean as possible. Medical instruments sterilization is another critical use of bleach. In a survival scenario, the need to perform first aid might arise. The sterilization of tools like needles and tweezers can be achieved by using a bleach solution. This method can significantly reduce the risk of infection, making it a practical substitute when boiling the instruments isn't an option. Moreover, bleach can be used for insect breeding control. Stagnant water puddles are perfect breeding spots for insects, particularly mosquitoes. If you can't drain the water, adding some bleach can exterminate the larvae, aiding in controlling the insect population around you. There are also other helpful applications of bleach, such as keeping harvested rainwater clean by adding bleach to the storage tanks, sanitizing hunting and skinning knives, and even sanitizing kitchen counters, tabletops, and cutting boards. All these uses make bleach an indispensable tool in survival situations. By now, it should be clear how an everyday item like bleach can be transformed into a potent lifesaver. Despite being a common item, bleach can be a potent ally if used correctly. Its disinfecting traits can help you maintain hygiene and cleanliness, even in the toughest circumstances. And you can stock up quickly with bleach by purchasing a bunch from Costco. Now we will explore the versatile uses of a common item, the 5-gallon bucket. These seemingly ordinary buckets, often used for storage, can prove to be an invaluable survival tool when used innovatively. Firstly, let's talk about gardening. If you find yourself in a survival scenario, food becomes a primary concern. 5-gallon buckets can be turned into garden planters. You can grow hanging tomatoes, create a hanging strawberry garden, or even plant potatoes. They can also be used for composting or creating a mushroom farm. The possibilities are endless, and a little creativity can transform these buckets into a source of food. Next comes food storage. Bulk items such as wheat, flour, sugar, rice, and beans can be stored in these buckets for a long period. The airtight seal on the bucket keeps the food dry and safe from pests. They can also be used for 72-hour kit storage. This kit can include non-perishable food, water, a first aid kit, and other essential survival items. These buckets can be transformed into an efficient water filter. All you need are 2 5-gallon buckets, a ceramic or charcoal filter, and a spigot. The top bucket, which holds the unfiltered water, drains into the bottom bucket through the filter, providing you with clean, drinkable water. This can be a lifesaver in situations where clean water is not readily available. Additionally, 5-gallon buckets can be used as makeshift toilets in the wilderness or during a disaster. Line the bucket with a heavy-duty trash bag, add some kitty litter or sawdust to control the odor, and you have a functional toilet. It's not glamorous, but it's practical. Lastly, these buckets can be used for fishing, either as a container to store your catch or to trap fish. They can also be used to store firewood, keeping it dry and ready for use. Remember that in a survival situation, everyday items can become lifesavers. 5-gallon buckets, though commonplace, can be a powerful ally when used correctly. Now let's explore the versatile uses of bungee cords. These stretchy, durable cords can be a lifesaver in survival situations, and their uses are as varied as they are ingenious. Firstly, bungee cords can replace torn or broken straps on bags or backpacks. They can also be used to attach smaller bags to a larger backpack, increasing your carrying capacity and making it easier to transport your survival gear. Next, a bungee cord can be used as a makeshift belt. This not only helps keep your pants up, but also allows you to carry items like a knife, a hatchet, or a handgun for quick access. Bungee cords are also excellent for bundling items. You can use them to secure sleeping bags, blankets, and survival gear, making cross-country travel more efficient and manageable in a disaster situation. But bungee cords aren't just for carrying things, they can also be used for exercise, helping you stay in shape in a survival situation. A few simple exercises can help maintain your strength and stamina, which could be vital in a survival scenario. Fishing is another use for bungee cords. A short, thin bungee cord with bait on one end can be used as a makeshift fishing line. This could be the difference between going hungry or having a meal in a survival situation. Bungee cords can replace damaged retaining cords on tactical vests and chest rigs, keeping rifle and pistol magazines in place. This ensures that your ammunition is always within reach when you need it most. Finally, bungee cords can be used to set up and support shelters. They can keep wooden poles upright and stretch between trees to support a tarp or branches for a lean-to. This can provide essential shelter from the elements, helping you stay warm, dry, and safe. Now let's discuss carabiners. These small, sturdy devices can be a lifesaver in survival situations, with their uses being as varied as they are ingenious. Primarily, carabiners can be used to hook a water bottle to your bag, keeping your hands free for other tasks. In an emergency, they can even be used as brass knuckles for self-defense. Carabiners are also excellent for keeping keys together and allowing you to detach them in a flash. In a more unconventional use, a carabiner can serve as a meat tenderizer, helping to prepare food in a survival situation. They're also useful for hanging clothes to dry, attaching a clothesline to trees or posts. If you have a short zipper that's difficult to grasp, a carabiner can be attached to extend it, making it easier to use. In a pinch, a carabiner can even be used as an emergency slingshot, providing a means to hunt small game. They are perfect for hanging signs anywhere. And with their sturdy construction, they can even be used to untangle electrical cords. Carabiners can also be used to get buckets and tools off the ground by clipping them to a fence, keeping your gear clean and organized. If you need some instant shade, attach carabiners to the ends of a tarp and hook it to a tree. And let's not forget, they also make excellent bottle openers. How about survival use for ChapStick? This compact, easily transportable tool can come in unexpectedly handy in survival situations, with its applications being as diverse as they are brilliant. For starters, ChapStick can be used to lubricate your bow drill. The bearing block requires a lubricant for the spindle to spin more effortlessly. ChapStick can serve this purpose if nothing else is at hand. Moreover, it can lubricate threads, the ones on metal twist caps or outdoor light bulbs to keep them from rusting. If you're struggling with stuck zippers, ChapStick can ease their movement and make them slightly more water resistant. Any tool with moving parts and friction can also benefit from ChapStick. Likewise, screws and nails, when coated with it, are easier to drill or hammer into place. ChapStick can safeguard your knives from rusting. Simply rub it directly onto the blade, a useful trick when you're in transit and it's raining. It can also be used to patch tiny holes in your poncho or tent. Additionally, you can use it to protect leather items such as a sheath or shoes, making them moderately waterproof. Glasses need cleaning? Dab some ChapStick all over the lens, then polish with a thin cloth to not clean the lens but prevent them from fogging up. You could even create a miniature survival kit using an empty ChapStick tube. It can hold a variety of small items like pills, a tiny compass, a Q-tip for kindling, strike anywhere matches, steel wire, the tip of a pen for writing, a hook and fishing line, among others. ChapStick can also seal frayed rope ends, preventing unraveling by melting it slightly with a flame. This binds the strands and creates a makeshift seal. Improving tool grip in wet or slippery conditions is another application of ChapStick. Smear it on the handles of tools like knives or axes for a tackier grip, reducing the risk of slipping and accidents. Waterproof your matches by dipping their heads in ChapStick, ensuring they'll light even in humid or wet conditions. Lastly, it can soothe insect bites, alleviating itching and irritation. Its soothing properties can reduce discomfort and prevent excessive scratching, which can lead to infections. Next in our discussion is charcoal. This seemingly simple substance can be a lifesaver in survival situations, with its uses being as varied as they are ingenious. Starting with camouflage, charcoal can be used to darken your skin, helping you blend in with your surroundings and stay hidden from potential threats in survival situations. Just rub it on your exposed skin and you're good to go. If you suspect that you've ingested some form of poison, activated charcoal can be a lifesaver. It works by trapping toxins and chemicals in its millions of tiny pores, preventing your body from absorbing them. However, remember that it's a temporary solution, and you should seek medical help as soon as possible. Charcoal can also come in handy for treating infected wounds. It helps by pulling out the infection and absorbing the moisture, providing a conducive environment for healing. Now, if you happen to be dealing with diarrhea, a potentially dangerous condition due to the risk of dehydration, a slurry of charcoal and water can be your go-to solution. It can help absorb the toxins causing the diarrhea, alleviating the condition. Charcoal can also be used as a rudimentary writing utensil, useful for signaling for help or leaving clues of your whereabouts. Charcoal is also excellent at purifying water. It can filter out dirt, debris, and harmful contaminants, making the water safe for drinking. Now we're going to look at a rather unexpected survival tool, the clothespin. You'd be surprised at how many uses this simple household item can have in a survival situation. Let's start with gardening. Clothespins can be used as seed identifiers. You can either write the name of the plant directly on the clothespin or use it to hold a seed pack. Just stick the labeled clothespin in the ground or clip it onto the rim of the pot or planter. Clothespins can also be used to attach lightweight gear to the outside of your backpack or bug-out bag. This will help you keep things organized and accessible. Making repairs? Clothespins are perfect for holding thin objects in place until the glue sets. They also make a handy nail guide, helping you steady the nail and avoid hitting your fingers with the hammer. In a pinch, clothespins can be used as fabric grippers, holding pieces of fabric together while you sew and fix your clothes. They can also be pushed into the ground to mark where you want to plant new bulbs for your survival garden. Remember, survival is all about improvisation and using what you have at hand in the most effective way possible. In this segment, we're diving into the amazing survival uses of a common pantry staple, coconut oil. This natural product is not only a great source of nutrition, but also an excellent option for bushcraft self-aid. When you're out in the woods and natural plant-based remedies aren't available, coconut oil can come to your rescue for common injuries such as cuts, scrapes, bruises, burns, sprains, bites, and stings. Applying a thin layer of coconut oil forms a protective barrier against bacteria and foreign matter, aiding in fast healing. In case of bruises, it helps repair tissue, and for burns, apply immediately to the affected area and repeat as necessary. It even relieves the itching and stinging sensation from bites. With skin issues, coconut oil softens and moisturizes cracked, dry lips and relieves conditions like psoriasis. For sunburns, it relieves the burn and heals the affected skin. While it's not a high SPF, it does offer some protection for your skin against the sun. If you're prone to nosebleeds in certain weather conditions, coating the nasal passage with a layer of coconut oil can help. Furthermore, for those suffering from allergies, melting and snorting coconut oil can coat sinuses and protect against pollen. It also helps kill airborne germs associated with flu and colds. Now, how about diapers? Yes, you heard it right, diapers. They're not just for babies anymore. In a survival situation, this common household item can become a lifesaver. Firstly, diapers can be used as bandages. With their absorbency and the ability to fasten around wounds without needing pins, they make an excellent makeshift dressing. Simply clean the wound, apply any available antiseptic, and strap on the diaper. It will absorb any bleeding and keep the wound clean from dirt and bacteria. Secondly, they can be transformed into ice packs. Just add alcohol or vodka and water to the absorbent material inside the diaper. The alcohol prevents the water from freezing entirely, creating a flexible, cold pack that can be used to reduce swelling or cool down in hot weather. Thirdly, diapers can serve as shoe padding and insoles. If you're on the move and your shoes are causing blisters or sores, a diaper can provide the extra cushioning you need. Cut it to the shape of your shoe, place it inside, and you have a comfortable insole. Next, they can be used for water filtration. Though it won't remove bacteria or viruses, a diaper can be useful in removing debris and sediment from water. Simply pour the water through the diaper into a container. Lastly, diapers can be used as cooling towels. Soak them in water, wring them out slightly, and drape them around your neck. The evaporating water will help to cool your body, preventing heat stroke in excessively hot weather. Remember, Survival is all about improvisation and using what you have at hand in the most effective way possible. Even diapers can be a powerful ally when used creatively. How about dryer lint? This seemingly useless byproduct of laundry can become a lifesaver in survival situations. Firstly, dryer lint can be used as a fire starter or tinder. It is highly flammable and can be used to generate sparks for starting a fire. Simply gather a handful, place it under your kindling, and ignite it with a spark or flame. Secondly, dryer lint can be used as compost. It helps retain moisture in the soil and prevent soil erosion. Just add it to your compost heap or directly into your garden soil. Thirdly, dryer lint can be used to retain moisture for plants. It can be spread on top of the earth inside the bottom of a flower or garden pot, acting as a sponge to hold water for the plant's roots. Fourthly, dryer lint can be used as worm food. It can be added to soil, compost bin, or a worm farm. The worms will break it down, enriching the soil and aiding in plant growth. Lastly, dryer lint can be used to prevent weeds in the garden. It can be spread around the base of plants, creating a barrier that makes it harder for weeds to grow. Let's discuss duct tape now. This versatile item is a staple in any prepper's kit due to its incredible adaptability. I even have another video on the channel that does a deeper dive on the uses of duct tape titled 50 Survival Uses for Duct Tape for a Prepper. Check out that video after this one. I'll even leave a link to that video in the description below. First off, duct tape can be used in emergency first aid situations. With its strong adhesive properties, it can be used to secure dressings on wounds, immobilize sprained joints, or even construct an impromptu sling for broken limbs. Secondly, duct tape is a reliable tool for repairing clothes and gear. If your clothes get torn or your gear breaks, a quick patch-up with duct tape can keep them functional until you can get a proper fix. It's also perfect for reinforcing parts of your gear that are under strain. Thirdly, duct tape can be used to create an emergency shelter. By sticking together branches, leaves, or any available materials, you can craft a makeshift shelter to protect you from the elements. You can also use it to seal any leaks in your tent or sleeping bag. With its multitude of uses, duct tape proves to be an invaluable asset in any survival kit. As we continue our exploration of everyday items with surprising survival uses, let's turn to an item you might not have considered before: dental floss. This small, compact tool can be a game changer in a survival situation. Firstly, dental floss can be used to construct a lean-to shelter with a tarp or blanket. By threading the floss through the holes of the tarp or the corners of the blanket, you can construct a simple, effective shelter. Secondly, if you need a larger shelter, dental floss can be used to lash branches together. This can also be used to reinforce any existing shelters, adding strength and stability. To protect your camp, dental floss can be used to create a makeshift alarm system. Tie a few tin or aluminum cans to a length of floss and string it around the perimeter of your camp. This hobo alarm will alert you to any intruders who trip the wire. In a similar vein, dental floss can also be used to create a tripwire for security. String it tightly around trees to create a hidden obstacle for any unwelcome guests. In less pleasant circumstances, dental floss can be used as a restraint. Several strands of floss can be effective in binding wrists if the situation calls for it. On a more practical note, dental floss is strong enough to mend clothing. Use it to patch up shirts, pants, and even shoes. For this purpose, unwaxed floss can be particularly useful. If your shoelaces break, dental floss can step in as a replacement. While it may not be perfect, it should be strong enough to keep your shoes on your feet. Finally, dental floss can be used as a dummy cord to tie important items to your clothes or bug-out bag, preventing accidental loss. Items like compasses, knives, and tools can be secured using dental floss. So next time you're packing your survival kit, don't overlook dental floss. Now this next item you might not have contemplated: glow sticks. These little wonders come in an assortment of colors, sizes, and shapes, typically ranging from 6 to 10 inches long. With a shelf life of about 1 to 4 years, they are an essential addition to your survival kit. They are not only economical and lightweight, but also windproof, waterproof, and safe to use around flammable materials. Glow sticks can serve multiple purposes. They can be employed to provide a guiding light in the event of a power outage or to navigate your home safely. With a simple crack to activate the glow, these can be used to light up your path or even be transformed into a makeshift flashlight. Their light is so bright they can be seen from up to a mile away, making them the perfect tool for signaling in low visibility conditions. Furthermore, Glow sticks can also be used to illuminate your surroundings for tasks like reading a map. Unleash your creative instincts and turn your glow stick into a makeshift lantern or mark tripping hazards around the campsite. The process is simple. Cut off one end, carefully empty the contents into a mason jar, add some water, and give it a good shake. The result is a soft, ambient light source that can be used to brighten up a room. Glow sticks can also be used to create a perimeter alarm or mark a trail at night by hanging them in strategic locations around your campsite. They can also be used to keep track of members in your group during nighttime expeditions. Attach a glow stick to each person's backpack to ensure everyone is visible and accounted for. Lastly, in a survival situation, visibility can be crucial. Tie a glow stick to a string and swing it around to create a large, radiant circle. This can be used to signal for help, especially from the air. In this next section, we're going to discuss the importance of the survival knife in your kit. A survival knife isn't just an ordinary cutting tool, but a multifaceted instrument that serves several purposes when you're out in the wilderness. One such vital use is in food preparation. A survival knife is not only efficient for chopping wood, but it also comes in handy during your meal prep sessions. It's a reliable tool for slicing vegetables, cutting up meat, and even skinning game, regardless of its size. If you forgot to bring kitchen knives on your camp or survival situation, don't sweat it. Your survival knife will save the day. It's efficient and performs tasks swiftly. When it comes to building shelter in the wilderness, normally, a saw or hatchet would be the preferred tools. But in their absence, a survival knife is an excellent substitute. It can assist you in cutting wood and other materials required to construct your shelter, making stakes, creating notches for cordage, and pounding in tent pegs. Additionally, a survival knife can be used to create other handy tools in the wilderness. You can use it to whittle a spear end or stakes, create fish hooks or snares. It's also beneficial for quick modifications to your equipment or tools. If you find yourself without other tools in the wild, your knife can help you create them. Your survival knife can also aid in fire making if you find yourself without flint strikers, lighters, matches, or any other fire-starting tools. Your knife's blade can produce sparks by striking it against a stone, thereby lighting up your tinder and starting a fire. Sap tapping is another critical wilderness survival skill. Sap serves multiple purposes like food source, anti-inflammatory, and antiseptic ointment for wounds, glue, fire starter, and for waterproofing various items. Your survival knife is all you need to tap sap from plants. Now let's not forget one of the most critical uses of a survival knife, as a hunting weapon. It serves as a self-defense tool against wild animals and other predators. You can lash it to the end of a pole to create a spear for hunting. Use your knife to skin, cut through joints, and prepare the hunted animal for cooking. Lastly, a survival knife can be used for signaling. You can use the fire you made with your knife to signal for help. If your knife is shiny enough, you can also use it as a signal mirror to gain attention. Remember, things can go south anytime in the wilderness or in a societal collapse, and having a survival knife can be crucial. In this segment, we're going to look at another unexpected survival tool, plastic bags. Yes, you heard it right, plastic bags. They're not just for trash anymore. In a survival situation, this common household item can become a lifesaver. Firstly, plastic bags can be used to construct a shelter. If you've got a tarp or blanket, a plastic bag can be used to secure your lean-to shelter, providing an additional layer of protection against the elements. They can also be used for backpack organization. Attach lightweight gear to your backpack using plastic bags, keeping everything in place and easy to access. Did you know plastic bags can serve as shoe padding? If your shoes are causing discomfort or have developed holes, inserting a plastic bag can provide additional cushioning and protection. Moreover, they can be used for water collection and food storage. In a survival situation, staying hydrated and keeping your food safe is crucial. Plastic bags can hold water and keep your food secure from pests. They can even be used as a flotation device in an emergency, providing crucial buoyancy. Lastly, plastic bags can be used for signaling. They can increase your visibility in groups, and in an emergency, the rustling of plastic bags can attract attention. Next are zip ties, or as some may know them, cable ties, in any circumstance where survival is key. Be it mending gear, creating shelter, administering first aid, setting traps, fishing, or even self-defense, zip ties have proven time and time again their worth as an essential tool. They may just be small pieces of plastic, yet they hold immense power in their capacity to assist. Always keep them in your survival kit. As we wrap up today's video, if you have any questions or if there's a particular topic you'd like us to explore in the future, do let us know in the comment section below. We love hearing from our community and are always open to new video ideas. Do share your thoughts on today's video as well. Your input is valuable and always appreciated. Please do like today's video and subscribe to our channel for more insights into prepping. Don't forget to share our content with any friends or acquaintances that have a passion for prepping or are just beginning their journey into understanding survival techniques. A reminder to those of you who want to revisit any part of this video, I've included chapters in the description below. You can jump directly to the exact section you want to review again. And finally, based on YouTube's algorithm and your viewing history, YouTube has a video recommendation for you in the top left-hand area of your screen. Do check it out next. Enjoy.